Hi children, today we are going to learn about real numbers. Some introduction. First, we have to learn what are the number sets are there. Let's see. Let us have a brief review on various types of numbers. So first one is set of natural numbers. Already we know that the set of natural numbers is denoted by n and the numbers start from 1. So n has 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And second set is whole numbers. So whole numbers is equal to is denoted by w and start with 0. So the numbers in the set of whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And next set is set of integers. It has both positive numbers, negative numbers and 0. So it is denoted by the letter Z. Why we denote integers by Z? Because it has another name, Jalen numbers. Jalen numbers are denoted by Z. So we, represent integers by Z. And next one is rational numbers. Up to this mark we learnt in 8th class. So now rational numbers is also called as quotient numbers. The other name of rational numbers is quotient numbers. So that's why we denote rational numbers by Q. And these numbers are set of all x such that x is equal to p by q. That means all the numbers in the set of rational numbers are in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers. You can take minus 3, minus 2 or minus 50 or minus 95 or plus 96, whatever it may be. You can take any numbers as p and q. But you should not take q is 0. That means q naught is equal to 0. Observe that all the natural numbers are in the set of whole numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 are in whole numbers. Similarly, all the whole numbers are in the set of integers, and all the integers are in the set of rational numbers. And another numbers are there, those are called irrational numbers. Those are denoted by q dash or s. Generally, irrational numbers are in the form of root 2, root 3, root 5 and so on. Root 4 is not in this set because root 4 is have root perfect square number, so that's why 4 has root, that is 2, so that is integer. So we can say that those who has not roots is called irrational numbers. Just for your understanding only, this is not the definition of irrational numbers. So if you add all the numbers in the rational and irrational sets, then you get real numbers. So this is the real number set. So union of q and q dash is called real numbers. So we have all the numbers, that means fractions, integers and root numbers, all are there in real numbers. Let us say some properties and representation of numbers on number line. This is the important thing in our 9th class. So natural number line, this is the natural number line. So you draw a line and put dots at equal distance and write from 1 to etc. This number line is called natural number line. And if you put 0 before that, you can call it as whole number line. So natural number line is subset of whole number line. You observe that some numbers 1, 2 etc. is called natural numbers and 0, 1, 2, 3 etc. are called whole numbers. So this type of numbers you can see on number line, and we can say that this is integer number line. On integer number line there are positive numbers 1 2 3 4 5 etc., and negative numbers -1 -2 -3 etc., and 0. We say that 0 is neither positive nor negative. Neither positive nor negative. What are the positive numbers? 1 2 3 4 5 etc. What are the negative numbers? -1 -2 -3 etc. Neither positive nor negative is 0. Okay, so this is called integral number line. If you add fractions in between these numbers, that means between 1 and 2 so many fractions are there, 0 and 1 so many fractions are there, 0 and -1 so many fractions are there. If you add all the fractions in this line, you can say that that is rational number line. Generally we cannot add all the fractions in that number line. That's why we add only just the fractions or rational numbers which we want on that. So this is the, if you add 0 to natural number set you get whole numbers. If you add negative numbers to whole number set you get integers. If you add fractions to integers then you get rational numbers. If you add irrational numbers, that means root numbers, to rational numbers, you get real numbers. So this is the number line and number system. So these are the numbers already we learned. Natural numbers is denoted by n, and whole numbers denoted by w, integers denoted by z, rational numbers denoted by q, irrational numbers denoted by q dash. Here we observe that q bar, that is also correct, q dash or q bar or s, and real numbers by r. So representation of numbers on number line. Let us see. Represent 5 by 3 and -5 by 3 on number line. How can we represent? Because we can easily represent natural numbers 1 2 3 etc., or whole numbers or integers on number line. There is no problem because you put the line and make the line into equal parts, put numbers 1 2 3 etc., that's enough. How can we represent fractions or rational numbers on number line? Let us see. So first you draw a line. This line is called number line. Then immediately you locate 0 on that number line. So on the middle I put 0. Okay. Now you write 1, and from equal distance from 0 1 you get 2, then 3 and -1 and -2 and -3. First you put these numbers. So this is an integral number line. Now there is only integers on that number line. Now we have to represent 5 by 3. So what is the denominator here? 3. So you have to divide each part into 3 equal parts. That means the distance between 0 and 1 should be divided into 3 equal parts. Similarly, 1 and 2 you divide 3 equal parts, and 2 and 3 you have to divide 3 equal parts. Similarly, 0 and -1, -1 and -2, -2 and -3. So if we want to divide one unit into 3 equal parts, just put two lines in between them. Now it is 3 equal parts. So that is, first part is 1 by 3, second part is 2 by 3, 1, that is 3 by 3. 3 by 3 is equal to 1, isn't it? So 0, 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 1 is 3 by 3. Next you divide 4 by 3, 5 by 3, 2 means 6 by 3. Next divide 2 parts, 3 parts, 7 by 3, 8 by 3, like that. Similarly, from 0 to left side, that is negative parts, 3 equal parts from 0 to -1, that is minus 1 by 3, minus 2 by 3, and minus 3 by 3, that is minus 1, minus 4 by 3, minus 5 by 3, minus 6 by 3 is minus 2, minus 7 by 3, minus 8 by 3, minus 9 by 3 is minus 3. Now we want to represent 5 by 3. So observe that oval, that is 5 by 3. And second one is minus 5 by 3. So this is minus 5 by 3. So you have to put two rounds, two vowels on those numbers, what we have to represent on that number line. So this is the way to represent fractions, rational numbers on number line. Let us see one more example. So represent 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4 on number line. Again draw number line, put 0 and 1, 2 and so on. So we need only 2, that's enough. And minus 1 and minus 2 here, that's enough. Now how many parts we have to divide each unit? Yes, you are right, 4 parts, because the denominator is 4. So divide 4 parts from each unit. You get 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4 is 1, 5 by 4, 6 by 4, 7 by 4. Similarly, minus 1 by 4, minus 2 by 4, minus 3 by 4, minus 4 by 4 is minus 1, minus 5 by 4, minus 6 by 4, minus 7 by 4, minus 8 by 4 is minus 2. Now what numbers we have to represent on number line? Right, 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4. Where is 3 by 4? Here is 3 by 4. Where is minus 3 by 4? Here is minus 3 by 4. Okay, I think all of you understand it. Okay, let us see in your textbook lessons, problems. Okay, thank you.